Welcome to the 14th video of my experiment, where I'll be exploring and reviewing 200 games to find the most captivating ones. Each game will be tested for an hour to provide a detailed overview. Today, we're checking out Tales Noir, an MMORPG that offers a rich fantasy world with extensive character customization and a dynamic combat system. Let's see what this game has to offer. Tales Noir, my personal experience. This game captivated me with its creativity and ingenuity. It's delightful to dive back into childhood and revisit beloved fairy tale characters. I really enjoyed that these characters accompany you at every step, and the fact that they interact with you using intonation and movement makes the dialogue feel more lifelike. One of the things I appreciated in this game was the variety of quests. Tasks don't feel repetitive. During quests that involve combat, I found myself fighting against negative fairy tale characters, in a classic good versus evil scenario, just like in the stories. It was unusual for me to play as a melee character since I usually prefer heroes that can fight from a distance, but this time I was drawn to the assassin class. The game doesn't rush to reveal everything at once. It allows you to gradually get used to all the game's features. For example, the autoplay option becomes available only when you reach levels 15-17, so until then, I had to fight on my own, learning how each skill works. I didn't get the chance to delve deeply into the game's nuances, as the hour I spent playing flew by quickly between completing quests and listening to the heroes' stories. But given that this game is based on fairy tales, the storytelling is to be expected. What the game has to offer will be revealed in the next part of the video. Introduction. Tales Noir is a mobile MMORPG that transports players to a magical and dark world where classic fairy tale heroes and villains come together. Developed by Pixel Rabbit, the game blends familiar fairy tale elements with a unique, gothic twist, offering a fresh take on timeless stories. Storyline and world. The game takes place in a fairy tale-inspired world filled with well-known characters like Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, and others, but with unexpected, dark interpretations. Each fairy tale is given a noir version, gothic and sometimes macabre, adding depth and uniqueness to the game. Gameplay mechanics. Tales Noir offers a classic set of MMORPG mechanics adapted for mobile devices. The game features 5 main classes: warrior, sorcerer, assassin, hunter, cleric, each with its own unique skills and play style. Players can freely choose their class and develop it according to their preferences by upgrading skills, gear, and enhancing their character. Combat and progression. The combat system incorporates typical MMORPG elements such as auto-combat, skill management, and tactical battlefield control. Players can engage in both PvE, player versus environment, and PvP, player versus player, battles, including dungeons, guild wars, and arena battles. The game also allows players to collect heroes, form teams, and strategically battle various enemies. Social features. The game heavily emphasizes community and cooperation. Players can join guilds, form alliances, and collaborate on missions. Guild wars and shared quests provide long-term challenges and motivation to keep players engaged. Graphics and soundtrack. Tales Noir stands out with its well-crafted graphics that combine whimsical visuals with darker, gothic elements. Character designs and environments are detailed, with a color palette that reflects the darker side of fairy tales. The soundtrack also enhances this atmosphere, adding a sense of mystery and tension to the game. Freemium model. The game is free to play with the option of making in-app purchases. These purchases can include cosmetic items, faster progression, or special skills. While it's possible to play the game successfully without spending money, some players might find that in-app purchases offer significant advantages. Features, classes and professions. The game offers various classes, such as warriors, mages, archers, and more, allowing players to choose their preferred playstyle. Each class has unique abilities and skill trees that can be developed and customized. Open world exploration. Tales Noir features a large open world filled with diverse missions, dungeons, and PvP, player versus player, activities, offering plenty of opportunities for exploration and adventure. PvP and PvE. Players can engage in battles against other players, PvP, or fight computer-controlled enemies. PvE. This provides a chance to test your skills in both competitive and cooperative contexts. Guilds. Players can create or join guilds, which provide additional social and gameplay opportunities, such as joint missions and guild wars. Crafting and strategy elements. Players can collect and upgrade their heroes, craft new items and weapons, and even build and customize their own castle, adding layers of strategy to the game. Graphics and style. Tales Noir stands out for its detailed and aesthetically appealing graphics, combining a classic fairy tale style with darker, gothic elements. The character and environment designs are vibrant yet have a dark and mysterious tone, giving the game a unique visual identity. Suitable for MMORPG enthusiasts. If you enjoy open-world games with character development and deep gameplay mechanics, Tales Noir could be a great fit. Fairy tale fans. The game offers non-traditional, darker interpretations of fairy tales, which might appeal to those who enjoy creative reimaginings of classic stories. Socially oriented players. With its guilds, PvP, and collaborative missions, Tales Noir is well suited for players looking for social interaction and teamwork. Who might not like it? Those who dislike freemium models. Although the game is free to download and play, it features in-app purchases that can affect the game's balance, which might not appeal to everyone. Those who prefer lighter, more optimistic games. If you lean towards brighter and more optimistic games, Tales Noir might not be to your taste due to its darker atmosphere. Players who dislike intense combat or strategic elements. The game involves a significant amount of combat and strategic planning, which might feel overwhelming or too intense for some players. Additional events in Tales Noir. Tales Noir regularly hosts a variety of events that engage players and offer additional opportunities to test their skills and win valuable rewards. These events are often themed and tied to the game's world, characters, and fairy tale motifs. Common types of events. Seasonal events. The game features seasonal events linked to real-world holidays like Christmas, Halloween, or New Year's. These events come with special missions, unique content, and exclusive rewards that are only available during these periods. Themed events. These are special events focused on specific game characters or storylines. For example, an event might center around a particular fairy tale hero, with missions that players must complete to earn rewards related to that character. PvP events. Tournaments or battles where players can compete against each other are held regularly. These can be individual or team-based fights, offering unique rewards and the chance to improve one's standing in the game. PvE events. Events where players must defeat computer-controlled enemies or complete challenging dungeon missions. These are often time-limited and provide special rewards for participation and successful completion. Login bonus events. These events encourage players to log in daily. By logging in each day for a certain period, players can earn valuable rewards like rare items, in-game currency, or cosmetic elements. Crafting and building events. In these events, players are tasked with crafting or building specific items, weapons, or decorations. Completing these events can yield rare materials or exclusive prizes. Benefits of events. Unique rewards. Participating in events allows players to earn rare and unique rewards that are not available in the in-game store. Community engagement. Events foster interaction among players, as many of them require collaboration or competition. Variety in gameplay. Events provide opportunities to explore new game mechanics or content that may not be available in the regular game modes. Participating in these events not only gives players a chance to win valuable prizes, but also enriches the overall gaming experience by introducing new challenges and activities. Conclusion. Tales Noir is a unique and appealing MMORPG game designed for mobile devices, offering a dark and captivating twist on classic fairy tales. With its diverse combat system, deep social elements, and stunning graphics, it provides a rich and immersive experience for both newcomers and seasoned MMORPG players. The game combines traditional MMORPG gameplay with unique, darker interpretations of fairy tales, making it a compelling choice for those who enjoy such themes. However, its freemium model and some intense strategic elements might not be suitable for everyone. If you're seeking a game that blends the magic of fairy tales with darker motifs and a deep gaming experience, Tales Noir could be just what you're looking for. I leave you with the gameplay to explore further, and see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates.
Hey, over here. Come over for a moment. Listen to me carefully. The folks around here would turn into...
Another weirdo. I'd better go.
Hey, listen to me. Don't go. Damn it. The demons are here again. I swear by my knight's honor that I will protect you. Humility, honesty, compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, and spirituality. I shall do my utmost to fight against evil forces. I shall not falter in front of the strong foes. I vow... Honk.
What? You gotta be kidding me! After that grand speech, he's turned into a swan?
I can never finish my battle manifesto. Thank you. I didn't get to introduce myself. I'm
A prince of the Oz Kingdom? You must know a few
We need to find a way to get out of this place first. The Eversong Forest is totally different from what I remember. When you reach its border, you'll be transported to where you started, and your memory gets fuzzy about where you've been.
Well, I can help you get out. I am here. Great! You guys are finally here!
An elf?
I'm Barbara, a guardian elf of dreams. Now it is overrun with nightmares. The nightmares are caused by dark magic.
Dark magic. That's odd. Although the origin of dark magic remains unknown, it has been banned for thousands of years and is only documented in ancient archives.
Dark magic creates hunters in dreams. If you want to go out, you must find her before the hunter can catch up to the owner of the dream, Snow White. If you can help Snow White escape from Dreamland, the nightmares caused by dark magic will disappear.
Snow White? Isn't that the princess of Aurora City? She visited Oz capital with her parents when she was a child, and I remember her as a quiet and delicate girl.
Sounds like she's in mortal danger. We must find her immediately.
In order to avoid the pursuit of the hunt, she was last seen heading for the crystal...
Run! The hunters are catching up to us!
You sure can run pretty good for a little girl, but it's over now. No matter how fast you are, you won't outrun my bullet.
Careful! Watch your front!
I shall not falter in front of the strong. I vow to be kind to the weak and help those who need my help. Snow White, stay behind me. You're safe now.
Fantasy dream!
Barbara, can you explain to me what's with David's wacky...
Honk.
Oh, you still remember me.
Can you understand what the swan is saying?
Have you ever fantasized about a romantic encounter? You ran into a young man that looked familiar. From then on, his sword is your sword, and your heart beats for his sake. That's what makes love looks the greatest at the beginning.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, I can't do that. I'm trapped in my dream, and I can't wake up. I have to find 3 items that are important to me to regain consciousness. I have found one of them, my bow. That's why I'm targeted by the huntsman.
What about the other 2?
One of them is my weapon, Moon Goddess crossbow. It's kept in the crystal mine, which is guarded by nightmare goblins, so I haven't been able to get in.
So that's the target. Let's go.
This is it. My moon...
We have to get this over with fast, before more nightmare monsters show up.
Look, my Moon Goddess crossbow is here. My moon goddess crossbow is here.
Got it. That bird is back?
Great. We finally found it. Let's get...
Just one last item to go.
The third item. I haven't figured out what it is yet. I have searched everywhere in Dreamland. There is only one place left. The deepest place in Dreamland. That's where the pollution by nightmares is the most severe.
Maybe we'll find a way out in the most unusual of places. Let's go check it out.
Wanna run? Ask me for permission first. All of you, don't even think of running away.
Great! You guys are finally here!
We've beaten the huntsman earlier. Why does he seem to be unscathed and getting stronger?
That's Nightmare. If we don't put an end to this soon, he'll keep getting reborn until...
Until we're consumed by nightmares.
Well, we'd better hurry then. This place is indeed unnerving. Snow White, do you see anything?
Regina, what are you...
I understand. I'm your mom. But I'm also your friend. Isn't it delicious? I've added applesauce from Fancy Wonderland this time.
I don't think she's talking to any of us.
Shh, shh, shh. Don't look, good girl. You don't want to see that.
I'm remembering something.
Who are you to criticize me? As long as I've got power, I run, little princess. Where do you think you can run to?
You guys are finally here!
Hey!
I see. The apparition of Regina attacked me at the last moment because Snow White. You got the bow from your mother, who taught you to be kind. And you received the moon goddess crossbow from your father, who taught you to be brave. Although they've both passed away, they're watching over you. Wake up, Snow White!
Have we escaped the dreamland? David, Snow White, where are they?
Come on, hurry up. Don't dawdle. Only you can do it. This won't work.
Don't you want to save her?
David, do you remember me?
Of course, I remember. Hurry up, Your Highness.
What's going on?
According to the book, only the true love's kiss from a prince can revive the princess. That's where David comes in.
Haha, David, it's a test for your devotion. Go on then.
Fine. I'm sorry. In my previous life, I always felt there was nothing more important than the Oz Kingdom, but that changed when I met you. You are like flowers blooming in the snow, and I can't take my... Margaret, I want to spend my life protecting you, as I do my sword.
This is really moving. Wait, Snow White just moved.
I think I just dreamed of someone kissing me. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, it's you guys. Thank you for saving me.
That's all right. We're all working toward the same goal.
I have to report the suspected occurrence of dark magic to the king. Snow White, would you like to accompany me?
Of course. Oh, anyway, I can't go back to Aurora City for the time being. So I might as well make the Oz capital my new home.
So we're headed for the same destination. Let's go then.
So this is the biggest city in the land. It's just as impressive as I imagined. There's a great smell of food coming from the fair over there. Let's check it out.
Betrayal is black and permeates in the shadows. The twins walk towards each other because they are each other's soulmates.
Nonsense! I'd never risk tarnishing my reputation by selling food that's gone bad.
Don't give me that bullshit. I threw up and had diarrhea after eating here. You'd better pay up, or I'm gonna make sure that you run out of business. Watch out, everyone! This place will give you food poisoning. I'd avoid it like the plague if I were you.
How could you?
Guys, there's no need to raise your voice. Why don't you show us some evidence?
What? Are you standing up for her? Fine. Either pay up for her, or she can clear out of this spot.
So that's what you're after? What a dirty trick!
You want a piece of me, huh? I'm warning you. We work for Earl Morrison.
What's this about?
Oh no, here he comes. Let's scram!
David, what are you doing here?
I've hastened back to bring important news to my father. This is Snow White and my new friend, Bernie.
They're your friends, huh? You better keep them out of trouble.
The anniversary of Dr. James' death is around the corner, right? Are you going to the Jade Forest to visit his grave?
Yes, I was just about to set off.
Fitz, it's dangerous to go out these days. I don't think you should.
Don't you worry about me, David.
Fitz.
Prince Fitz and you are so different, and he seemed a bit aloof.
We're pretty close. It's just that he's always quite gloomy around the anniversary of Dr. James' death. Dr. James was like a teacher and friend to him.
Sounds like a loyal friend. You've got that in common.
Yes, Fitz may appear standoffish, but he actually has a heart of gold.
Hey, can you tell Snow White was complimenting you? Now then, let's go see the king.
David, I didn't expect you to be back so soon. Looks like you've made some new friends.
This is Princess Margaret of Aurora City, and a new friend I met in the Eversong Forest. Father, we saw signs of dark magic in the Eversong Forest, and the mastermind behind it is Queen Regina of Aurora City.
Duh. David, I didn't expect you to be back so soon. Looks like you've made some new friends.
This is Princess Margaret of Aurora City, and a new friend I met in the Eversong Forest. Father, we saw signs of dark magic in the Eversong Forest, and the mastermind behind it is Queen Regina of Aurora City.
Dark magic was banned long ago. Besides, Regina doesn't know how to use magic.
Your Majesty, we're telling the truth. I saw her wielding dark magic with my own eyes, and we had to escape because of that.
Let's not jump to conclusions. I need more information to establish the truth.
Why don't you consult Father about restoring your castle and the magician you are looking for?
Right. Your Majesty, my castle suffered an attack, and the crystal castles were stolen. I hear there's a powerful magician in the Oz Kingdom, and I'd like to seek his help.
I see. I think you're referring to Mage Merlin. Unfortunately, he's not in the Oz capital at the moment. He's gone to a castle to look into some sort of incident. But don't worry, I'm sure things will work out for you in the end. In the meantime, I think David would be glad to give you a tour around the city.
The sight of the fair makes my mouth water. Let's check out that place we saw earlier.
See anything you like? How about my signature apple pie?
Was that Prince Fitz? I wouldn't have put him down as someone with a sweet tooth.
Prince Vince didn't come for desserts. He was helping me out because he was friends with my brother.
Who's your brother?
My brother James was Prince Fitz's doctor.
I see. I thought Fitz liked the desserts, and that it'd be good to have you work at the palace.
How lucky Prince Fitz is to have such a considerable brother in you. I still think about my brother all the time. If he hadn't fallen in love with a werewolf, he wouldn't have...
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
But I would have supported him in his pursuit of true love if I could go back in time. Oh, how am I going to carry all these crates of apples without Prince Fitz?
Let me help.
Thank you for your help. The apple pies are almost done. Please try some as a thank you. Is there anything you want, mister? Please line up.
Prince David, there you are. His Majesty wants to see you right away.
Sorry, please excuse me. Father must have something urgent to discuss with me.
David didn't get to eat anything. Let's get something for him.
Why don't we ask the owner to let us make some cookies here? It'll be even more special.
David, you're back already. Snow White and I were going to bring you some apple pies.
The joy of food is made doubled by sharing. What do you think, David?
Delicious indeed. I've just made some changes to the defense map. Please give it to Commander Black for him to make preparations on the defense against dark magic.
Commander Black, Prince David asked me to give this revised defense map to you.
There hasn't been any revision to the defense map in a long time. Is there a problem?
We need to be prepared for a potential onslaught of dark magic.
I see. That reminds me. Mage Merlin warned the Watchers to stay alert before he left. He must have anticipated this threat.
Speaking of which, I'm a bit concerned about the Watchers' fighting ability. Aren't they a bit too tiny for Watchers?
Why don't you talk to them if you're worried?
So that's the guard commander? He looks like he'll burst into tears if I just give him a single punch.
Let's have a duel if you had any doubts about my ability. Come on, I'll show you what I can do.
Don't make me feel bored.
If I let my fist down, you'll lose your life. Impressive. No wonder His Majesty and Prince David think so much of you.
Well, you're rather impressive too. I have misjudged you.
Are you convinced now?
I was deceived by appearance again and underestimated him.
I've just received a message from the Herald. The king wishes to see you.
David is quite attached to that princess.
Well,
I thought David might be too shy around girls. Perhaps you could give him a... I hope you don't mind this request from a worried father.
leave it to me.
Oh, you're back. Prince Fitz is here to see us.
Is there anything I can help with?
Urgent news, everyone. Anyone who's seen the king today must be questioned, including you, my brother.
Commander Black, what's happened?
The king has fallen into a coma.
What? I need to question the aide-de-camp right away.
Sorry, Your Highness, but you're one of the suspects. I'll be heading this investigation. Now, I need to know what happened when each of you had your audience with His Majesty.
After I got back, I reported to Father with Snow White and Bernie. Then Father had a few words with me in private. He seemed perfectly fine then.
After that, His Majesty awarded me with the title. The aide-de-camp and many watchers were also present.
Then I had a private audience with His Majesty, just like usual.
Earl Morrison is displaying textbook suspicious behavior.
Earl Morrison and Prince David are both prime suspects for having a private audience with His Majesty. This is a matter of great magnitude. You must be placed under house arrest for the time being. Meanwhile, Prince Fitz will be in charge of the city. Sorry, gentlemen.
You're doing the right thing. All suspects must be treated the same, regardless of status, Fitz. You must take on the responsibility of running the city. You should confer with Commander Black.
I'll handle it. Don't you worry about it.
May I go check on my daughter? I'll be back soon.
Sure. I have faith in the integrity of Earl Morrison.
What's going on? How come David has become a suspect?
I don't believe David is capable of something like that. We must find the real culprit and clear David of suspicion. Actually, I do have a prime suspect in mind. Those who can benefit from this are suspects.
Do you mean Fitz?
We don't have any evidence, though. I'll track him down. If it was him, he must have other plans next.
You, stand guard at the Vine Tower. And you, Keep watch at the heart of Oz.
Aye. Morrison? I thought he went to check on his daughter.
Prince Fitz! You... What the hell was that about?
What are you talking about?
I delivered that thing to His Majesty as you instructed, and he fell into a coma right after.
I don't follow you.
Don't play dumb. We had an agreement. I'd help you deliver that thing, and you'd arrange for Prince David to marry my daughter.
Why would a prince marry the daughter of an earl with waning influence?
You...
Take it easy, Uncle Morrison. Why don't you go home and get some rest? And keep your mouth shut.
Does that mean Fitz is the mastermind? I gotta follow Morrison. He may have evidence on him.
Where are you going in such a panic?
I can't let anything happen to Morrison. I gotta take out those rascals.
This is the power to shake up the earth!
Hey!
Don't make me feel bored.
Earl Morrison, are you okay?
It's you. I had no idea. It wasn't me.
I heard your conversation with Fitz. If you want to live, you'd better tell me everything you know.
I was just following Prince Fitz's instruction. I had hoped Prince David would marry my daughter, but I heard he brought home a princess with him. Then Prince Fitz gave me a box to deliver to the king. He said he'd get rid of that princess. I didn't know what was in that box. I had no idea the king would fall into a coma.
Do you have any evidence?
This is the box Prince Fitz instructed me to deliver to the king. Take it. I don't want to see it again.
I've got proof that Prince Fitz instructed Morrison to deliver something which caused the king to sink into a coma.
This box is made by craftsmen in Aurora City. That reminds me, Regina has a pen pal in the Oz Kingdom. Could that be?
That can't be. There must be some kind of misunderstanding.
Maybe you don't know your brother as well as you thought.
Fitz may have disagreements with Father over policies, but he'd never do such a thing. At any rate, I must ask him in person.
Where are you going, brother?
Fitz, tell me, was it you?
I just asked Regina for a little help.
You think Regina would be that kind?
I don't care why she did it. I just want to shape a bright future for the Oz Kingdom. I've opened the portal and Regina's troops have arrived. Change is coming, and there is nothing you can do about it.
How foolish. You cannot bear the consequences of doing this. I'll stop Fitz. I'll leave the portal to you. Stop being so
Cut the bullshit!
Don't just stand there. Go help with the portal.
Leave it to me.
Oz, capital. How weak and vulnerable.
Don't make me feel bored.
Hey! Hey!
Make sure you listen carefully. Those who stand in my way will pay the price.
Stop! Don't hurt him! I told you not to come over!
Fitz, you...
Regina, the Oz capital is not for you to be reckless.
Hey!
Darkness will soon envelop this world. All that you have done is futile. You got lucky this time, but it won't be that easy next time.
Fitz, why did you do this?
I told you I won't have a repeat of what happened to Dr. J. You think anyone who isn't like you must be an enemy? Do you not realize how much harm this kind of prejudice has done? That's right. I teamed up with Regina to deploy her troops so that you'd recognize the crisis. But I never expected her to use dark magic. That's my only miscalculation.
You know that isn't what I'm asking.
Don't be overwhelmed with gratitude. I'm just returning a favor.
Fitz, I'm deeply disappointed in you.
I doubt you'd ever expected anything of me.
Alas, I'd intended to let my heir implement reforms as he saw fit. I'd hoped to pass the throne to you.
Is that so? What a pity.
I know the dispositions of both of you very well. I'd hoped David would be the sword that defends the kingdom, while you'd be the cornerstone of its development.
Cornerstone. It's too late for that now. I've ruined my chances.
What a surprising turn of events! Wait a minute. Your Majesty, you've awakened!
Thanks to my old friend Merlin. Luckily he came back just in time.
Madge Merlin, I'm so glad to finally meet you.
Ah, it's you. I'd hoped to see you on my way here.
Oh, do you know me?
Of course, my child. I keep a close eye on all the lords. Castle crystals are immensely powerful, and that makes them hard to control. Not everyone can wield the power of castle crystals. You may not realize it yet, my child, but there's a power inside you that share the same origin with the crystals, namely, the Guardian.
I have the power of the Guardian.
Yes, the power of the Guardian has been dormant for a long time. But the power will be unleashed as you fight against dark magic. You'll learn to control it over time. Dark magic has expanded a lot in...
Of course, that's just my intention.
Excellent. You're indeed the right person to succeed the power of the Guardian.